welcome to Neophyte.tv, the technology show for the not-so-geeky. I'm Andy Barness.
And I'm Ben Friedman, and today on the show we're going to be looking at this very cool, thin little product. This is the Amazon Kindle DX. It's the big Amazon Kindle. You know, they have two.
Right.
They have a big one and they have the small one. Now, a lot of you may have heard of Amazon Kindle. It's been out for a while. This is the latest version, and what it is it's an e-book reader. So the idea is, let's say you want to go on vacation and you have a couple of novels or 5 novels or 10 or 15 or 20. This thing will let you download, no computer required, it will, because it's connected to the internet.
Right.
It will download from Amazon. You can buy books from Amazon. Up to 3,500 books, they say, can fit on this one
3,500 or 35,000?
3,500
Okay.
books on this one little light, pad thing. You can go in there, search for the book you want, download it on here, and then read it right on here. And I'm going to call up a page here so people can see kind of what the text looks like.
And you could change the size of the text.
You can. You can make the text bigger and smaller.
Right.
You can rotate the screen. Here is an example. This is a fairly regular. I don't know if you can see that. There.
Yeah, it looks decent. A little bigger than your normal
I think you want it slightly bigger than normal because it is still dot matrix,
Right.
But take a look
And
at
if you could have it, if you could read it bigger, why wouldn't you, right?
Yeah. So let me tell you something I love about this.
Okay.
So I was on a flight to San Francisco a couple of days ago, as you know, and I like. I used to bring books and the hardcover books and they're heavy and what have you. I brought this, and even though you're supposed to turn off all your electronics, you know how they say that when the door's closed? I had this, I was reading it in my lap, and they're going by telling everyone to turn it off, and they came by me and they looked at it and walked right by. I think they know that the Kindle does not use any battery while you're just reading. It only uses battery while you're changing the page. So they didn't make me turn it off. So I watched it all the way taking off and all the way landing.
Now, so that's something that you like about it.
Yeah.
It holds 3,500 books.
3,500 books.
The thing that I didn't like about it is, of course, the 2 books that I went on to download, they weren't even there.
This is true.
So
there is a limited library. It's not like...
I mean, it's Amazon. You can get any book imaginable.
Any book in the world.
But you can't get it for this.
That's right. So I've had that problem too.
Right, and the price, if you're going to pay, I mean, this is the larger one. This is $489.
Yeah.
$489, and the books that I wanted weren't there.
Right.
So for me, it's like...
But you know what? You can buy the books you want on Amazon. This makes a very nice bookmark. Just slide it right in the book.
That's true.
Just hold
but if
your
I'm going to spend $489, I could buy a computer, I could buy a laptop, and I could download it, and then I have all the other features of a laptop.
I find it difficult to argue with that.
But you found the 2 books that you wanted on.
Well, I found several books that I wanted. And the other thing that, I had the first version of this. I know you didn't get to see the first version that was out a year ago, the first Kindle. Something they've added to this that I really like is you can now add PDF files to this, and you can view PDF files. So let's say you get an instruction manual, or you get some article, or you get something... Helicopter going
landing.
Police are coming for you. You probably can't hear that, but we've got a helicopter going over the top of the studio. If you get me, I have a lot of instruction manuals for the cameras we use and for the
And you like reading them all.
And I like reading these manuals. So I'll get a new gear, especially when we get a new gadget.
Right.
A lot of times now, the discs, have you ever noticed this? A lot of gadgets now, they don't ship the manuals anymore.
No.
They ship the little getting started guide, and then if you want the manual, it's on the disc. It's not printed anymore. You don't go through as many gadgets as so you don't notice that. But I noticed that a lot of gadgets now don't come with manuals. They come with a little 2-page getting started guide, and then the manual is on a disc in PDF format. So you can take that, put the PDF. I'll give you an example. Something we just got that we'll be reviewing in an upcoming episode is the Yamaha MM8 keyboard, music keyboard.
Yamaha, by the way.
Yamaha?
Yamaha.
Yamaha?
I don't think it's Yamaha.
Yamaha?
Whatever.
Okay. So anyway, I noticed that the manual was in PDF format. Copied it here from, just USB. It shows up like a hard drive. And look, there's the Yamaha MM8 instruction manual.
But now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
When you're reading that in bed and your wife wants to go to sleep and you turn out all the lights and you want to read it quietly, can you?
No.
No.
And why is that, Andy?
Because it has no backlight.
It has no backlight. This is true. And this is another bit of the Achilles heel. I'm just trying to get to a page here. That's
when I do most of my reading is before I go to bed.
Here's the fairly small text in there. Still readable, but not quite as
But you can
readable.
make it bigger, right?
Well, not in PDFs. You can in books, but in PDFs, they're formatted. The page is formatted a certain way. See if you can zoom in on that, and you can see that's a page out of the Yamaha MM8 manual. Yamaha. Okay, so let's review here. So
Okay.
I like the fact that it's got a huge memory, that you can use it on air. Now, I don't think it's official that you can use it on airplanes, but they just didn't tell me to turn it off.
Right.
They saw that I had it, and they just walk right by me, like they've seen them before.
Right.
So they seemed okay with that, and I really like the fact that it'll display PDFs. But on the downside, you didn't like
backlight.
there's no backlight. You couldn't find the books you wanted.
Right.
So you might want to check if there's a certain author you like. You might want to see if it's available on Kindle before you buy a Kindle.
Right. I mean, $489, although you can get the smaller one for 200 and something.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it depends
Smaller one's
on
more like
how much
paperback
extra
size.
cash you have.
That's right. But I tell you, for reading manuals and stuff, I wouldn't want to use the smaller one.
Right.
Because your manuals are
Because this is small as it is.
Yeah, can you imagine that shrunk down again? So,
Right.
You know, this is as small as I would want to go.
I think it's really neat. I think they're onto something, but I don't think they're there yet.
All right, so that's the Amazon Kindle. Some good points, some bad points. It's the version 2 release, so maybe wait for the next one. And make sure you carry a book light with you, because with no backlight, you will need something to show it.
Right.
And we have another review coming up right after this, so please stay tuned. And we're back, and in the second spotlight, we're going to be looking at 2 or 3 new iPhone cases that we've recently been sent, which are really cool. And the first couple that we're looking at here are by a company called iSkin. Why don't you start us off with your iSkin Solo over there? What's that one all about?
Well, I really like this one because if you look right there, it's a mirror.
Can you
Wait.
I don't know if you can
you
really see it.
Can you see me looking at myself?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Can you see the camera? If you see the camera, then
Yes.
we'll see you. There you go.
You
Look
see?
at you. It's a mirror. Now, why would you want a mirror on your
I
iPhone?
love this. So I could put my lipstick on, so I could freshen up. It's one less thing I have to have in my purse.
Is a mirror. Now
This
you've
is
got a mirror
another
on your
reason
phone.
why I want an iPhone.
Now, but having a mirror on your phone, does that not make it difficult to see your phone?
No, watch. Okay. Hold that, open that. Now, it does make it a little bit lighter,
But you can still see
But
it
you can
through
still
there.
see it.
Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, and obviously you can still, the touching.
Exactly. It
Touching
doesn't
still
doesn't
works.
affect it all.
That's
I
great.
really
Hold
like
that up again. Let me, so they can see it. So when you turn on, the mirror kind of goes away. It's like a one-way
Exactly.
mirror.
And then when you turn it off, let's turn it off.
yeah, hit the top button there again. And
And the mirror's back.
And the mirror's
it doesn't
back.
even take time like to have to reconfigure. It's
just boom,
instantly
it's
a
right
mirror.
there. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So for gals who want to put on their makeup, now they got that. Have you seen? I think it's we were talking about. Remember the Palm Pre or something? When you slide the one bit up, the back has a mirror on it.
Right.
Remember that? So that's kind of
Yeah, iPhone, they think of everything.
yeah. Now this is it's hard to tell because it's black, but this is also a rubber case on the back here. How does that feel to you?
So if you drop it, it doesn't feel rubber at all.
No, it's good for
It looks just
corner
like the
protection.
phone.
Right.
I really like it.
I have
do you
very
have?
similar here. That's the iSkin Solo FX, and this is the regular iSkin Solo. This is a red one,
And
obviously.
it's rubber.
And it's
Okay.
kind of rubbery. And I don't know if you guys can see, I've stuck, I tell you what I liked about this was, I always liked the idea of mounting my iPhone in the car. And I tried suction cups. There's no good place to put my phone in my Explorer. The best place, I thought, would be right in the middle of the steering wheel. Right? I got this big center of the
Oh.
steering wheel, and there's nothing there. So I thought, nice small area. You don't have to look down too much. It's right below your, speedometer.
Right.
But I didn't. So I stuck a piece of Velcro on my car, but I didn't want to put any Velcro on the back of my nice phone. So what I did was when iSkin sent me this really cool case. Now, whenever I want to take this in the car, I just, basically stick this in here, which takes 2 seconds.
Right.
And now it's got this piece, and now I stuck the piece of Velcro, as you can see, on the back of this case. Also, it makes my iPhone nice and cool and red, which makes it easy to identify.
Exactly.
And such. So now whenever I go in the car, I take it like this, and I just go, and it sits right, or if I want to do it this way, I can do it this way, and it sits right on my...
Now, let me just make it clear. This isn't so you could check your email while you're driving, right?
Check
so
no,
that it's
I would
right
never
here?
do that. It's for the GPS.
Okay, just making sure. Hey! No, that is pretty neat.
So that's two from iSkin. That's the iSkin Solo and the Solo FX that comes with the mirror. And they are both about $30, I think. Yeah. And then this is cool. Now, this is a little different. And you haven't seen this. Let me see what you think. This is by a company called Fabrix. And it is kind of a hard shell case that is like fabric.
Well, I know I was looking on their website, and they have some really cool patterns.
Very funky designs.
Yeah.
Hold it up.
And I like that. I mean, why be normal, right?
Yeah. Show them the back. I don't know if it's kind of hard to tell because it's black and we have
But
a
it's
black
got
shell.
those-
You see the little lines on there, and what does it feel like?
Feels like fabric.
It is. It's
hard
like,
fabric.
It's like a hard shell fabric case.
Right.
Now, for me, I think I tried this and I found it a little bulky in my pocket. But if are you a pocketer or a purser, or what do you do with your phone?
I'm a purser.
Right. So in your purse, I think that would be cool.
Right.
And again, it protects all the corners from nicks and scuffs.
I mean, it's a little bit thick. I mean, a tiny bit. But if you like the slim and put it in your pocket, then
So also about $30.
okay, not bad.
Yeah, so that's 3 cases, 2 from our good friends at iSkin, and 1 from the good folks at Fabrix.
All right, T-Mobile people, if you're listening, we need some stuff for my phone.
Your Android? Still
Yeah.
not a lot of stuff for the Android.
No,
strangely enough.
I'm over this iPhone stuff.
Yeah.
It is cool though.
That's all the time we have.
Sorry, see, I dropped it
You
and
dropped
it
it,
protected
and hopefully, because that's my phone, it's okay. So that's all the time we have for today. But tell us what you think about this. Would you, if you put the Velcro on here, you could actually put your makeup on using this mirror while you're
I'm driving. Perfect.
Wow.
I don't think
perfect
anyone would
solutions.
mind.
Don't move to California, whatever you do. That's all the time we have today. But leave us a comment. Tell us what you think, if it's too bulky or ridiculous or whatever. Or let us know what you thought of the Kindle. Do you use it? Do you read it? That's www.neo-fight.tv. That's where to go. Leave us a comment, which we always like to hear.
That's right, as long as they're good.
As long as they're good. The bad ones I just don't tell her about. And if you have an extra 30 seconds, take a look at this.
There's no bad ones, right?
Never.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Andy Walker. Have you just bought a new computer with Windows Vista on it? Or maybe you've got an old XP computer that you're upgraded. Well, we've just created an amazing new DVD that'll teach you everything you need to know about the new operating system from Microsoft. It's called Getting Started with Windows Vista. In this DVD, there are 3 sections. 1 is out of the box, what you need to know as soon as you start up Vista. Number 2 is Vista Essentials, things you need to know every day to make your computer experience amazing. Antivirus, security, all kinds of new features that Vista offers. And finally, Geek Tips and Tricks, things you need to know that nobody else will have told you to make you a Vista guru. For more information, check out our website at gettingstartedvideo.com.